Sulphur Springs, New Mexico. While this isn't Yellowstone, the Valle does have a hidden secret. It's just 30 minutes from the Valles Grande Visitor Center or 25 minutes from Hemet Springs. To get there, turn off of New Mexico Route 4 near mile marker 27 and drive 3 miles up Sulphur Creek Road, also known as Forest Service Road 105. While I did just fine navigating around potholes and ruts in a Grand Prix, something better than a low sedan is highly recommended. The trail is situated in a canyon between San Antonio Mountain and Redondo border. The end of the road is the Valle Caldera Gate. From there, the trail is a quick 3/10 of a mile, or half a kilometer, to what first appears to be old mine tailings. The area was mined for sulfur from 1902 to 1904 by Mariano Otero. He also built a hotel and health spa at that time that operated until it burned down in the 1970s. When I first arrived, I wasn't finding much activity, but as I made my way up the gulch behind an outhouse-looking building, which is also an old shower house, I found an inch-wide stream at my feet, but I heard a sizable creek, but no water. Looking around, I start to see almost every inch of the ground is alive with delicate crystallized crust, boiling springs, and hissing fumerols. How many springs do you see here? I count over a dozen and a tiny mud pot too. There are small springs where the water is 190 degrees Fahrenheit or about 88 degrees Celsius. Sulfuric acid springs with a pH measured as low as 1, but mostly around 2, the same as battery acid. You can usually tell the acidic springs due to the colorful extremophile algae and bacteria thriving on the sulfur at its edges. In 2020, the National Park Service acquired Sulphur Springs for the Valles Grande Preserve. It is currently finishing environmental studies before it removes all the human elements of the past 120 years, reshapes the land back to its original lay, and installs boardwalks around the springs in the near future. The mudpots are easy to see why they were named, but complex on why they exist. The hydrogen sulfide and sulfur dioxide gases eat away at the volcanic rock and eventually turn it to clay. As gas and water percolate up, you get everything from mudpots bigger than a person down to tiny 1-inch bubblers. There are also numerous fumerols here, vents in the earth where volcanic gases escape, usually loudly. Hissing sulfur dioxide, hydrogen sulfide, and carbon dioxide, they change the very rocks it passes through with acidic chemistry. Some features of the springs are temperamental. You can see here one well-known mudpot was bubbling just a year ago is now a fumerol in 2023. This other large mudpot is now a rather alien vent at the far edge of the retention pond. Since it is apparent many features are seasonal or migratory, your experiences may vary. With the addition of Sulphur Springs, the Valles Caldera is now only the 4th place in the National Park Service, outside of Alaska, with fumerols and acid springs. The Valle is in great company with Mount Lassen, Mount Rainier, and Yellowstone.